Even if you skin me alive, cut my flesh, or pierce through my bones, I will never let my virtue be broken. This was the unwavering resolve of the Bodhisattva, the Naga king Bhuridatta. Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to you all. I'm your host, April. Today, I'll be stepping in for Sister Lita to share with you the Bhuridatta Jataka, the sixth story in the Great 10 Jatakas, which beautifully highlights the perfection of sila, virtue.
Long ago, the prince of Varanasi, following his father's orders, went into exile in the forest. There, he met and wed a Naga woman, and they had a son and a daughter. Later, when the prince was called back to take the throne, the Naga queen chose not to follow, sending only the children with him. The king had a pond dug for his grandchildren to play in. The story gets really interesting when a tortoise named Kula ends up in that pond. When the young prince and princess saw the tortoise, they were terrified and began to cry. Seeing this, the king ordered his men to capture the tortoise and punish it. Now, this tortoise was quite a trickster. No matter how the officials threatened it, it stayed calm. But when they threatened to throw it into the whirlpools of the Yamuna River, it started sobbing uncontrollably. The officials, not realizing this was a clever ruse, actually went ahead and threw it into the river as a punishment. Just think about that for a second. Punishing a water creature by throwing it back into the water. Once inside the Yamuna whirlpools, Kula drifted safely to the Naga kingdom. There, he used his wits again. He lied to the Naga king, claiming he was an envoy sent by the king of Varanasi to offer the princess Samudaja in marriage to a young Naga noble. Believing this lie, the Nagas went to Varanasi to arrange the marriage, only to be rejected. The king told them he couldn't possibly marry his human daughter to raw frog and fish-eating animals.
Infuriated, the Nagas began to terrorize the kingdom and its people. The king had no choice but to give in. And so, because of Kula the tortoise's trickery, Princess Samudaja ended up marrying the Naga king, Dataratha. They had 4 sons. The second son, Datta, possessed such extraordinary wisdom that Saka, the king of gods, personally gave him the title Bhuridatta, the wise one as vast as the earth. This was our Bodhisattva's birth as Prince Datta in the Naga realm. Bhuridatta eventually sought a higher spiritual path and came to the human world to observe the Sabbath, Uposatha. He vowed, "No matter who kills me or captures me, I will not strike back." He would coil himself on top of an anthill by the banks of the Yamuna River to meditate. Unfortunately, a hunter named Nisada, whom Bhuridatta had once helped, turned out to be ungrateful. He led an Alampayana, a snake charmer, to Bhuridatta. The snake charmer used powerful mantras to weaken the Naga king. Even though Bhuridatta had the power to turn the man into ashes with a single glance, he endured the torture to keep his virtue intact. The charmer crushed his bones, stuffed him into a basket, and forced him to perform in cities all across the land. When Bhuridatta went missing, his elder brother Sudarsana, disguised as a hermit, and his sister Ajamukhi, disguised as a small frog, went looking for him. They finally found him in front of the palace of Varanasi. Seeing his brother in such a state, Sudarsana was heartbroken.
Bhuridatta leaned his head against his brother's feet and wept. The snake charmer tried to intimidate them, saying the Naga would bite the hermit. In response, Sudarsana challenged him to a test of power. The sister, in her frog form, produced 3 drops of incredibly potent poison. Terrified that he would be turned into a leper by the poison's fumes, the charmer finally released Bhuridatta. In the end, the family was reunited. Bhuridatta preached against false beliefs and showed his people the right path. He maintained his virtue until the end of his life and ascended to the celestial realms. The story of Bhuridatta proves that patience isn't a weakness, it is the greatest strength. The Bodhisattva's willingness to sacrifice his life for his goals and his virtue is truly inspiring for all of us. On this planet where "I don't care who dies as long as I win" is a common mindset among tyrants, the spirit of Bhuridatta, "No matter who kills me, I will not kill," is something humanity truly needs. If you enjoyed today's presentation, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be bringing you more Jataka stories soon. Thank you all.